Welcome to another episode of the Oxygen Not Included series, and I'm super excited to show you this system working finally. We're gonna let whoever's in there, I think it's Hopper? Let's see. Yeah. Hopper actually got to shower, so he's not grimy. And then if you go down into his morale, he showered, and that's a +3. Which is incredible. So yeah, I think I finished the system offline. What I did was I extended the clean water pipes around, so there's a whole lot more to hold water, so that there was more of this getting passed through the system. So that's good. As you can see, everything's going smoothly. It's not backed up to, here. So yay, they can shower. I'm going to try to get them through the day and see how things are going. We have somebody starving. A little muffin here. And this water is from taking down a pipe. So no worries there. But yes, we're working on getting some food into these people. This has been a pain. I've tried so hard to not let them starve, but they really want certain people to starve. So when you have one person who needs to eat, but everyone else is trying to eat the thing that you've just made, go in here, turn it off for everyone but the person who's starving. Because I've been sitting here trying to tell everyone to leave the mush bar on the floor because Bowser is starving. But everyone kept trying to come in and Bowser wouldn't pick it up, so I was like, fine, no one is allowed to eat but Bowser. So everyone's not starving now, so that's an improvement, but it's been very precarious to balance and making sure that everyone's eating. Also, this guy got in here somehow. Can we open this? Let that guy out. What's funny is, if you look at this door, it says wild creatures cannot pass through these doors. Except those are the only doors that have been in the way of this guy since over here. And yet somehow he is now in my garden, so lies. We've got to get this Draco out. It's eating my plants. I don't need help with this problem. Okay, auto. Good lord, you silly dupes. So we've run out of algae, so we're running out of oxygen, but everyone wouldn't dig. I can put priority 9. We need this algae so you can have some oxygen, but no. Especially because I have a digger, this guy right here, Bowser. Is he the digger? No, he's the architect. I think he's the one who actually ended up finally doing that, but I have someone who's supposed to dig, but his priority is way up here. He was rathering to come up here, and I'm like, please, for the love of God, harvest the algae! You guys need oxygen. So currently I've locked this door, kind of. I've given the permission to go out, but not in. Just in case somebody got in before, Anyway, so that this system isn't using any of the power, because the power really needs to be going to food and oxygen right now. So that's where we're at. It's not been fun. I wish these bathrooms would stop being so in sync. I even emptied this one earlier so that they were off by a bit, because they keep getting clogged and turned off at the same time, and so it's like a panic to get somebody in here. Like, I've been doing the same thing as I did over there, where I turn off the exit. You can only go in, and you are not allowed to leave until you've emptied that toilet. So that's where we've been at. It's not been great. People are still starving. So yeah, Muffin's gonna eat, and then who else? Hopper. So I'm gonna go back in here and put just Hopper and Muffin on the mush bars and the meal ice, and hopefully no one dies. That's where we're at. I'm trying to get things working a little better. The biggest problem is we were running out of power, so they couldn't make food. Plus did you just wash your hands when you left the kitchen? God dang it. So the lack of power and the need of oxygen is making it so this isn't running as long as I'd like it to. So as you can see, Hopper needed air there. So this is going to be one of the places where I want oxygen to go once I can, but we're not there yet, so... Who let the Draco into the plants again? What a pain in the neck. Alright, let's get this back open again. Get the freaking Draco out. So I've been sitting here wondering why this stuff isn't getting done. It's because it needs iron ore? So I feel like now things are automatically updating to a better material once you unlock it. So just like I keep finding that I'm building like stairs or these ladders out of a different stone than sandstone. This stuff is all wanting iron. So somewhere in this building, because I'm pretty sure somewhere I dug up some iron. Yeah, here. So we dug up some iron here, but I don't have any in my inventory now. And so it must have been like, well, if you have iron now, build everything out of it, opposed to staying to what you had originally had it on. It's kind of an automatic update that I don't want. Because I've been like, there's copper right here. Why isn't this stuff getting built? Yep, that's iron ore. That's gonna be iron ore. And that's not what I wanted at all. Please stop automatically choosing for me. Ah, so some of it was in those vents. I'm gonna want some air there, and we'll want air there. I've been sitting here trying to keep them from starving for like 40 minutes now. Please stop trying to die. I've gone ahead and built another one of these down here, but I don't want to have too much in the way of the meal ice because it uses dirt, and that's not an unending resource, I don't think. I think maybe if we put like rot piles, it'll come out as dirt and stuff, but it requires finding things to allow it to rot. This is a fine place for you, Draco. Again, for a door that says wild creatures cannot pass through these doors, doing a lot of passing through that door. You don't want to sit in that, dude. But anyway, yeah. I don't want to be relying on meal wood so much, but not exactly being given a choice right now, so. We're getting close, I think, because it's been starvation of 5, and now we're down to 2. Not great, but it's an improvement. 3. As I speak, this gets worse. So, I would say that this new morale system is much more forgiving because they're starving, they have no oxygen, all of these terrible things are happening to them, and yet only one of them has a little bit of stress. So, it's been nice, because I feel like in most times in this situation, they'd be very, very upset, and I'd have to be worrying about keeping their stress down so they don't destroy stuff, but it seems like so far it's a little more forgiving, and man do I appreciate it right now. As you can see, I'm struggling. I feel like a lot of this would be solved if I had better power at the moment, but I can't. Everything's being concentrated so hard on just making sure they're still alive that they have no time to be working on getting this system running. Because they're just trying not to starve to death. I'm gonna have to report this as a bug because once again, this Draco is in here eating my meal wood because it went through a door it's not supposed to be allowed through. And I've gotten him out, and then by the time they got around to locking the door, it walked right back in. As you can see. And it's like the worst time it could be doing this. Like, any other time it would be just kind of a mild inconvenience that it's eating our meal wood, but I've been fighting their starvation for so long. The last thing I need is a big fat lizard eating it. Because he just eats, like these two, these were all planted at the same time. Nope, not germs. There we go. These two were at the same height as these, but he ate them down to this point. So, like, I need that food more than you, fat lizard. Get out of here. Okay, while you're down here, Muffin, please, for the love of God, shut that door. That's exciting. We finally got the electric grill. And we could be frying up the mush bars as soon as they're not being eaten right away. We do have a whole lot of the pepper butt, I guess. Is there anything we can do with that? We can make bread if we had this sleet wheat, which is up towards the top. We could use it with bristleberries, but we're not growing those. We could use it if we had some meat, which I'm real close to turning this guy into. I swear to God. This guy's real freaking close to becoming meat. I don't want to lose a Draco, like, I don't know, there's a lot out there. Is that an egg? That is creepy. Alright, well I guess we're about to see our first battle because I'm tired of this guy eating our food, and we might be able to make ourselves this if we do that. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's see how attacks go. Oh wait, maybe we're gonna get there. Go, Syrie! Get that guy! What an interesting looking... Yes! We killed him. He didn't fight back and it was really nice. Alright, I don't know if we have enough meat, but we can hope. I don't know if there's anything else we can do with the meat if it's not enough. It'd be silly if killing something wasn't enough, you know? Oh, that should be enough. We'll see how it goes. No, don't eat the meat! I want someone to cook with that. Jets, don't you do it! Nope. No eating the raw meat. Okay. We're getting there. Nobody's starving at this very moment. So that's an improvement. Oh, he's still pretty young. Okay. I was trying to see if maybe that hatch was kind of close to being too old. That would have been nice. Like, I don't want to kill if it's young, but if it's laid its egg and it's gonna die, then maybe I'll make it some food. You know? We'll see. But we're not starving. We have it for, I think, one full dupe day, so it's an improvement, right? How much meat is in here? If that's because of chance, I'm gonna be very unhappy. Is there any more meat? That's really weird. That in that time, because I double checked, that meat was what I needed for the calories. Oh, this is grams though. I hate that these are set different. Like this one is this many calories of meat, but this is how many grams are in here. It should probably be one and the same. Just so it's clear, because I don't know how many calories are in grams of generic meat. You know? The other thing that I really want to be doing is having the farming station researched. We're partway there. Except the power problem, you know? Like, it's all I can do to get these guys to continue to cook at the moment. Oh, okay, so right here you can see that it's missing the 30 grams. So you don't have to try to, like, figure out. Between these not working, you can see exactly how many grams of meat I'm missing. Which is so annoying because... Aw, hi little one. The... Chance hadn't even started eating it in the animation. Like, it was still in his hand and I caught him and I stopped him. But he still managed to eat some of the meat. Like, sometimes in this game there's a bad correlation between the animations and what actually works. So, like, when you think the door was shut, just because these bars haven't gone down, things can still go through it or something like that, you know? I just kind of wish that the animations and what was actually happening would align a little better. Ooh, we're idle. Okay, interesting. Do we not have any more? Okay, so let's get more food going. And just cancel that, which is unfortunate because I really wanted to use that pepper muck because we have a ton of it in here. My own personal game, I've been working on a different system to this with using all of this power, and what I was doing was having it so that they'd come out and go down, and then this whole chamber would be filled with carbon dioxide, and then they'd go back up, and then it would be filled with the lighter chlorine and hydrogen gas. The only problem with that, and then like the doors that they would go through, this little section would be full of oxygen, but it relies 100% on the pressure of the gases. So if my oxygen gets low, the oxygen will pull out, the carbon dioxide will go up, and that'll allow stuff to go down into the chamber of carbon. So it's not as secure, but it is less power consuming than this. So not sure which is better. I've also been wondering about jumping bleach stone into like this nasty germy water and seeing if that would help clear it out. I'd probably want to put it into something that was, you know, at least 1 tile deep so that maybe it wouldn't put out puffs of chlorine into the base. I'm not sure if that's how that would work, because I know for sure if we were to just drop it into this that it would, the chlorine would come up, but I don't know. It'd be curious to see. I really want to start working on this again. I guess people are idle, but they could be doing... Oh, I guess they can't be. We need more ladders, I guess. It's just now realized this here is a problem. Let out some of the chlorine, but I guess I've accepted that there's chlorine up by these stairs. I do wonder what it would be like behind this door. We'll see someday, that's for sure. Let's cancel this and this build and make that a dig so they can get to it through here. I'm glad nobody died right here. Like, if someone had been standing here when they were digging it out, that would be too tall for them to get out of, and so they might have suffocated. So luckily they did that in a fashion that I didn't have to undo all my work. We're back to starving again. It seems to be the theme. We need to change this to the uncomfortable base to the starving base. The uncomfortable does apply. It's not great to starve. What you doing, Snoops? Oh, I think she might be going down to go to the bathroom or something. I have made it so that Sairi is one of the swing shifters so that she can work on this without power being drawn from a bunch of other things. That does mean that while most people are awake, there is 3 hours where she's not cooking, but again, that's not too big of a problem because the other dupes will run the microbe musher. They just can't use the grill, I don't think. Well, if there's one thing we've managed to accomplish this episode so far, it's that this plumbing system is working. It doesn't fill up after everybody takes their shower, because I think like 6 people cycle through a shower during their, during this time period, the downtime, they shower and everything. And so that's a bunch of people going in and showering all at once, and we're still not getting backed up, so that's very good. Let's dig that. Had to dig up some algae, because we're running low on that, and we're gonna start having problems with that soon, unless we get into this right here. Or into this. This might not be a bad place to start digging to. We're gonna need all of the algae. Don't know why I'm blocking this. It's not like that doesn't contain gases that we're already dealing with, but you know, whatever works for right now. So yeah. Algae is going to be a problem soon, so we'll probably have to start looking into how to deal with slime. Especially because these dusk caps, I think they use slime to grow. So they need to be in the darkness, they have to be in carbon dioxide, and it says slime. which would be really useful to use because we already have our stuff growing in carbon dioxide at the pressure that it needs. So our biggest task would be dealing with the slime lung in the slime. But once we've dealt with that, we could have these caps for food because I think they can be fried without any extra work, and they're way more than the mush bar even fried. So it looks like we're consuming 7,000 calories a cycle, and we have about 2,000 available, so that's probably our biggest problem. I might, for now, put some more planter box right there. I was leaving it open for the station, but if we can't have that for right now, might as well be making food. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and plant that right there. Fill it up. I've been also extending this down this way. There seems like there might soon be a problem with dirt missing. Let's go ahead and get some of this dug up. We probably have plenty. I don't know. Oh, just highlighting. Okay, so if we go here, is it raw material? Oh no, I think it's under cultivating soil. So we do have a lot of dirt. You're all lying to me. You don't need dirt. They're just not getting around to dealing with these, I guess. What's our priority? Ooh, those are a 9. Not a bad plan. Let's go ahead and bring all of these up to 7, maybe, instead of a 9. We'll see how that goes. We'll take that up. We can cancel this. But yeah. We have oxygen again, which is good. Only for a little bit, though. So we're running low on algae. And we're not starving right now. But by the end of the cycle, we probably will be, because, again, we're needing... Oops. We need 7,000. And we have less than 1,000 available, so we'll probably be having that problem soon enough. I might switch this to meal voice instead. So we'll get some variety at least. Especially because the mush bars are currently becoming the fried bars. I've been trying to keep the meal ice around in case of emergency, and then I can okay them eating it. So I did for a little bit there. But hopefully we can get our feet under us so that we can start building up meal wood again, or meal ice, so that we can make those instead of the dirt. Because nobody wants fried dirt for their food. But yeah, and then we'll start making progress over here. Right now this is locked off just because we need that power, which is a little too bad because there is some bleach stone right here, which is just oozing into creating more chlorine. Not a bad thing, just we don't have the stuff to be clearing it out of the base. We already have some in here. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was quite a long recording session because just all of it's been watching this room and banning people from eating so that the people who are starving. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.